Hey.
Bam, hey!
Hey, it's that time again.
It is that. What time is it? What time is it?
It's Thirsty Thursday at the Thistle. Absolutely.
All right.
So where's the Thistle again?
Thistle is in North Houston Spring. If you want to drink some really great beer,
Oh, you got to come here.
then
There's
you
no
know
doubt about
all
it.
about Thistle.
Thistle Draft Shop.
Yeah,
You better
absolutely.
believe it. You'll see some really nice beers in the fridge. You'll see some really nice beers on tap, and the menu is stupendous.
It is. I'm pretty stoked for
Yeah.
what we're going to taste tonight,
well,
beer
you know,
and food-wise.
beer
It's going to be
and
a lot of
food,
fun.
absolutely. So
you can come to Thistle and you can try the local craft beers, but then you can also try them next to other craft beers
from around the country.
Yeah, around the country or around
Because
the world. So if
somehow-
you want to taste like
Mary and Jake have connections that a lot of people just don't have in this industry. I'm Michael Mufasa Ferguson, and this is Amy Gross. Hey.
Hi, y'all.
Okay, Mary Thorne is over there. She's the owner proprietor. She's getting ready to open up a new shop next door, so she's real busy. We have to thank her for letting us, take up her time. This is the special couch edition.
it's a winter warmer.
Absolutely.
Couch edition.
So
We're feeling
consider
kinda
yourself
crazy.
the fireplace, and we're staring into you, right?
Something like that. And
Something like that,
And we're
yes.
going to enjoy some lovely winter warmer
Yes.
beers, getting
So-
into the festive holiday season.
It's a great holiday. During the holidays, these beers come out all the time, and a lot of places actually call them winter warmers. I mean, Southern Stars is winter warmer.
Winter warmer. Okay, so we know that the weather outside is not always all that frightful here in Houston.
No.
So we're going to pretend like it's just perfect beer weather because I think that it is, whether it's cold or hot or
The weather is always perfect for beer.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I mean, it always is.
Yeah.
All right, I know you're a wine person.
But you're bringing me over.
I tell you, I know you're a wine person, but there's always a beer for every single occasion.
Okay, well, start me out. Teach me
Okay.
how we're starting to get warm.
Well, we're going to start with good old Odell's Isolation Ale. All right. Now, Odell's been around for a long, long time. They're one of the legacy breweries out of Colorado.
Okay.
And I'm a real fan. You people probably know about the 90 shilling or the 60 shilling English style bitters that they sell. Very good beers. But this one, the Isolation Ale, is their winter warmer, and we're about to see what that tastes like. Here, let me get you a good look at that.
Cute.
See?
I love the can is just so fun. It's an isolation ale.
Isolation
Do you
Ale.
have to be in isolation when you enjoy this beer?
Well, you know what? You could feel like you're isolated just about anywhere you are when you have an Odell's
And
Isolation Ale in your hand.
Sometimes that's a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Sometimes that's a wonderful thing. So after you wrap presents and you need a little isolation time,
Here, let me.
head over to Thistle Draft. And get
Oh, look at that beautiful color. Oh my! Look at that.
That is really pretty.
See that?
I was holding it like
It's
that.
just a beautiful amber. Oh man.
Okay. All right.
Oh, it smells
Cheers.
wonderful. Cheers. That is very smooth amber nectar that is reminiscent of an extra special bitter, a little bit darker, a little bit more malt. It's really exceptional.
Okay, but I feel like the malt is really well integrated. Like there are no like elbows. Like there's nothing really standing out.
No,
Everything is just like
Balance.
yeah.
balanced.
There's so much balance in this.
So if you were going to put in, say, like if you're going to put on a scale of 1 to 5, all right, the hops are only about 1.5. I mean, they're really low.
Yeah.
Really
super
low, but only there for balance. And then the malt is like a 2, maybe a 2.5, right? I mean, that's really, really got a good level of malt in it. And then the color, well, that's just beautiful. I'd say that's a 9 SRM, so that's about 2 on the scale.
Okay, and a 9 SRM.
Well, SRM, Lovabond, EBC, they are all ways of measuring color in beer and other things. Unfortunately, they're all different.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, so talk to me in plain English. Let's talk about this color and like just.
Oh, like
it's
on
kind
a
of
scale
like
of 1 to 5, it'd be like 2.5.
But I mean, what colors would you use to describe?
Oh, this is
it's like,
amber.
Or it's amber. Okay, so it's got
This
a little
is
bit
definitely amber
orangey
with a little orange
gold.
glow going through it.
Yeah.
Gold, definitely.
Yeah.
It's but
with the taste.
when the gold comes in is with the flavor.
Okay, and this one is in can only at Thistle, not draft can. adorable can.
But
nonetheless.
because it's in can,
It's always consistent.
it's always consistent, and it tastes just like it came off the mountain range, Colorado.
that cold
You
weather.
okay?
That cold weather.
Jeez, right.
Well, you know what else that means? That means you can buy it and take it home with you.
Absolutely.
So you can buy
along
it.
with the food here. Yes. So there's a reason why we started with this one, and it's basically because it's in the United States but outside of Texas. So we thought we'd give a little love to Colorado here and started off with that. Colorado, if you don't know, is one of the corners to the Bermuda Triangle.
The beer.
Okay.
Wow.
So originally, you got the Pacific Northwest, you've got Southern California, and you got Denver. You draw the lines between them. That is the Bermuda Triangle. Okay. Now, of course, there's close to 9,000 breweries in the country, and it is no longer the concentration of breweries it once was because of all the other ones that have opened up.
Right.
But the fact is, this is one of the original breweries from the good old days when I started brewing, which was 35 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a couple years ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, you've really seen craft beer grow.
I've seen it grow, I've seen it fall off, I've seen it grow again.
Okay.
And now it's just taken off like, Godzilla in some sort of nuclear soup that,
Okay, that doesn't sound good. I don't know about y'all. Does that kind of scares me?
It scares me too because there's almost 9,000 breweries in this country.
Gosh, that's a lot.
That's
of
a
breweries.
lot of breweries.
We have a lot of work to do.
We have a lot of
Yeah,
work to do,
okay.
and they're going to enjoy every step of the way.
All right, so we're bringing people from far away in Colorado, welcome them closer to home.
We're going to welcome them closer to home.
But
Yes.
this is delicious, and I love the can. I don't know. I just think it's a super fun.
Yeah, you got the little cabin here that's out in the woods and snowpack. There's a little smoke coming off the chimney there, so you know that there's a fire going. And this,
This is delish.
It is really good.
Yeah, this is
isn't
really
it?
good.
But you know what? I'm not surprised. I would be surprised if it wasn't good from Odell's.
Okay.
All
So
right,
you feel like mostly what Odell makes is quality
It's
stuff.
pretty spot on. When I was at their brewery, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago was really the last time I was there, but I was inside. We were doing a show there.
Okay.
And they couldn't get enough stuff out the door.
Really?
Yeah, it was really, truly remarkable.
Well, I just keep it just disappearing. It's disappearing in my glass here. It's very.
That's because there's a hole in your glass,
Is
right
that
in the
what
top. So, yes, folks.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, it's if you have not had this beer, come down to Thistle, pick up a can. You might be able to get it over at Specs or on Smith Street for sure.
Okay,
right
on.
But we prefer you to come down here to Thistle and see our great host and pick up some of the beers.
Yes.
It's so nice to meet you, Trinus. I'm Amy. I've met you before.
Well, we meet each side because I have no choice but to say your food is wonderful.
Oh my gosh, it is so good. Okay.
So, how long have you been with Thistle?
About 4 months.
About 4 months, and they have benefited for each and every month you've been here. It's been a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I want to ask you a question because the menu here really amazes me. Like whenever I first started coming, I was like, oh, it's a pub. Like we're gonna get pub food. And I mean, the pub food here is not pub food. So
No.
I mean, do you get to be creative in what you're doing, or like
Yes.
how does the menu come about?
She gives us free will just to make everything creative.
Oh my
my
gosh,
goodness.
because it is always so good. Okay, and we have
And they're still dancing.
They're still
What is that? Is wild.
Those are some happy Brussels sprouts.
Absolutely.
They're gonna be happy in my belly in a minute. Good. Are you already jumping
Whoa.
in? Are you already going in with your fingers and everything?
did.
Okay, all right.
Mm.
Okay. Shut up.
Wow.
That's really good.
You know, for the longest time, I did not eat Brussels sprouts. I didn't know that
No
they
one
can taste
did.
like this. I thought they were little poison cabbages.
All right, so tell us what we've got here.
We have the Thai curry wings.
Ooh.
Those you have Thai curry sauce with red jalapeno, Thai basil, cashews, and a little bit of Korean chili flakes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
I feel good about this.
Hand it
Okay.
back now.
These
What
are
do we have here?
Red dragon fries.
Okay.
These are French fries with beer cheese. Queso fresco. We have jalapeno, red and green, pork belly, and some crispy garlic.
Awesome.
And crispy garlic. Wow.
And crispy garlic, because that's not enough.
No.
Okay, these are the dragon fries. Oh my gosh.
Red dragon fries.
Red dragon fries. And look, they're even like Christmas colors.
Enter the dragon. Oh, yeah, baby. That's beautiful. They are obviously tacos.
Yeah, these are our pork belly tacos.
Okay.
With fried pork belly. We have some queso fresco, guacamole, and a citrus salsa with
Oh my
a little
gosh.
bit of micro cilantro.
Yum.
Wow.
Okay, so the citrus is gonna like take a little bit of the steam and the fire out of it, but yet accent it too. It's like kind of doing
citrus
both.
is a beautiful thing because it adds a little bit of acidity that really rounds out the whole palate.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And so you get that citrus, you get the pork belly, which is like bacon on steroids, right?
All right.
So,
Awesome.
and what are those flour tortillas?
Yes, it is.
Alrighty.
Tortillas.
That looks wonderful.
Awesome.
Jesus.
Thank you so much.
Goodness, thank
for
you so much.
making-
I know you got to get back to the
I'm getting in on
kitchen.
there, too.
Sorry about that, but we're so glad you're in there.
What we have here are the dancing Brussels sprouts with the Odell isolation
Ale.
ale.
And so, what are you tasting in here? Caramelization,
There's definitely some caramel. Yeah.
fish sauce.
Oh, that is totally what that is.
Wow,
So
I
there's
love
like
that
the umami,
stuff.
but it's not like overwhelmingly
Right,
umami.
but you know, fish sauce can be like in your face, but this is perfect.
Not, yeah.
The
Oh,
vinaigrette, fish sauce.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Okay, wait. Is this pomegranate?
Yes, it is.
Holy cow! Are you kidding me? So good, so good, and
Yeah.
and with the beer, I'm digging it. I'm digging the combo. I'm running out of beer because I'm enjoying both.
It's all right. We have more beer.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
So, but
What do we have here?
what we have here is Southern Star. Now we're back in the state of Texas and the Houston area. Southern Star, which is a little bit north of Houston. They're the ones that have become famous for Bombshell Blonde
Oh, right on.
and
yes.
Strawberry Blonde.
Yes.
And this is their winter warmer, surprisingly named Winter Warmer.
Winter warmer.
Beautiful, and it's called a winter ale.
Okay, winter ale.
So a lot of winter ales, and there's been so many. It really kind of started in the British Isles, where they started using basically your mulled spices and wassail spices
Okay.
to influence their beer flavors come
Okay.
the holiday season.
Right.
Right, but the Americans have always taken different steps in doing things, right?
Of course we have.
Because that's how we are.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful too. Look at that color. Wow, this it's reddish amber.
It is. Reddish amber for sure. I love it. Definitely more red.
Wow,
than
it's
this.
ruby. That is ruby. That's beautiful. So if we're talking, color again, it's going to be 2.5 to 3, right?
I'm going 3.
And I'm going 2.5.
You're going 2. Well,
Yeah.
you are the expert, so we'll go with that. All right.
Oh, I'm spelling a lot of. I'm spelling a spiciness that might not be spice.
There's like some baking spice, but not like overly baked. Not like a pumpkin pie baking spice.
No,
but-
let's dig into this. This be a deep amber ale with hops that are.
Do you think that's what it
perfect.
is?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I taste like a little bit, but nothing. Like it's not cinnamon. It's not mega. It's
No.
just something just simple.
It's
Like-
it's once again it's like another
It's
British.
a little bit of caramel, but not really caramel.
Right. It's a very British feel to it. That's really good.
This is a little heavier than the previous one, so that's
Definitely
good. We
heavier.
Plan that out.
Um,
This one you would like sip a little more slowly, but it's still escaping from my glass. Winter warmer pours ruby brown,
yeah.
with a frothy tan head. The nose is toffee with a hint of spice. The flavor of this brew is sweet caramel and raisins, okay, with a pronounced malty backbone. It finishes sweet with an earthy hop note.
This is once again a very British style amber ale, like an ESB, but heavier. It's got a nice balanced palate. The hops are quite low.
Yeah.
It's like 1.5 on a 1 to 5 scale.
Right. And by the way, when he's talking about these scales, it's apparent. Like, what do you taste when you're tasting
Right.
the beer? It's not necessarily what the chemical composition is or what the ingredients are. It's
Right.
what are you, whenever you're tasting this beer, how hoppy it might be.
Right. So there is empirical hoppiness, which is the IBUs. That is the calculation of how long the hops have been boiled, how much alpha acids are in the hops, and then there's the apparent hoppiness.
That's the regular people speak.
Yeah. Then there's the apparent hoppiness, is what it tastes like in your palate, because the sweetness and the maltiness might balance the bitterness in such a way that it tastes less bitter than the empirical international bittering units
Right.
would say.
Absolutely, yeah. And
So if you're not confused now, don't worry. Come out to Thistle, grab yourself a Southern Star Winter Warmer, and taste it for yourself, and you'll see what we mean. It's got a hint of spice, but I don't think it's spice. And the hops are so well balanced that you're coming through with this big, malty, profile across the palate. And it smells wonderful.
And don't let the toffee description scare you
toffee
away.
is basically...
It's like whenever I hear that, I think, oh, is it going to be like syrupy, sweet? Absolutely not. Like this is super well balanced. It's not at all a sweet beer.
Right. So basically, the toffee flavor comes from the English crystal malt, and I could bet you there's Crystal 45 in here, Crystal 77. These are both
that's what I was
English crystal caramelized malt.
Dancing Brussels sprouts, Southern Star
Winter Warmer. Oh,
It's a good pairing.
that is a great pairing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Brussels sprouts and the Southern
speaking of
Star.
caramelized, yeah, the Brussels sprouts with the
Wow.
Southern Star.
That does really go very, very well together. The finish on both the caramelized Brussels sprouts and the caramel toffiness in the beer finish like,
Beautifully.
Yeah.
All right, we got some pork belly again with the citrus.
Let's see if this goes. Not like the Brussels sprouts.
Now, okay, I'm gonna warmer
Number three, yes indeed. And this one is from Legal Draft. It's a great brewery here in Houston, and they use all legal terms to name their beers. So Legal Draft, as you can see, there's the gavel right there. And this particular beer is called Legal Holiday Winter Warmer. Oh, look at that color.
They're so pretty.
Yeah, and smidgen darker. In fact,
So this is more like it's like a little more brown on.
it's a
the
little
side.
more brown, but there's still the ruby content
Yeah,
there.
yeah, for sure.
And as you can see a theme with all these winter warmers, they're all very British style, malt forward, hop balanced. Kind of like somewhere between an extra special bitter aroma off this, but you still get that toffee nose.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Ooh.
That's good.
It is
It's
really
it's
good.
very different from the others.
It's very different. I'm getting a little bit of a coffee flavor.
Yeah,
to it,
no,
not
there's
overwhelmingly, but a
there's
little bit.
coffee, toffee, and brighter and a drier finish, as a matter of fact. So you notice
For sure,
You
yes.
still have that malt in the middle,
Yes.
but it finishes dry.
Yeah. Okay, let's
And-
see. What does the can say about this?
Well, you have the right to drink great beer with flavor and character, made locally and enjoyed with friends, family. You know your rights. Legal Draft.
I love it. That is super fun.
Very entertaining, by the way. If you get Legal Draft, you need to read the can. Here's the description they write: Winter Warmer, brewed with a rich, toasted malts and holiday spices, but not overbearingly.
Yeah, no,
holiday
it's not
spice.
like this is definitely not like. Don't let that scare you.
don't let that scare you
This is not
because-
cinnamony, nutmeggy. This is not pumpkin spice. y'all.
Right? No, this is very well balanced.
Yeah.
Pairs well with fireplaces, festive nights, and family gatherings. I love it.
I want to know if it pairs well with some Thai
We're gonna find out
wines.
right now.
We do that? Okay.
All right,
Okay.
we're going in. Look at that redness there. That's gonna
Okay.
probably burn my mouth, and I'm gonna love every minute.
You're gonna
of it.
love every minute of
Yeah.
it. But I'm thinking that the beer is gonna be like a perfect fire extinguisher this time around.
Oh, so juicy, so flavorful. Not hot, but very Thai-like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
There's a lot of like flavor to it. It's not just burning your mouth off. There's a lot of flavor and goodness. And juicy. I love how the wings at Thistle are always so juicy. They're never dry. It blows my mind. Good stuff. Okay, how's it with the beer?
It's perfect because of the dryness, that dry finish. Wow.
Yeah. And dare I say that the toffee caramel kind of goes really well with the spicier flavors of the Thai.
And the fact that these things are caramelized
Delicious.
themselves. Yeah, those are wonderful.
I'm gonna have to confess, I was terrified. I was nervous. I was like, this is gonna burn my mouth off. But they're spicy, but not burn your mouth off spicy.
not hot.
There's so much flavor. Yeah.
Spicy is one thing, hot's another. And they are spicy, but with this dry finish, you get that caramel and malt up front, and then allows the chicken flavors to come through.
Yeah, I can
And
see.
supports the curry very well.
Okay, legal holiday.
Legal Holiday. Veranda writes, you have the right to drink great beer with flavor and character. Made locally and enjoyed with friends and family. You know your rights. That's local
Nearby,
Houston.
okay.
Legal Draft. They make lots of quality beer. So I'm not surprised at this other one. It's very well balanced. And I like the way it finishes so dry. Without being bitter, without being astringent. It's just a dry finish.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very well
For
put
sure.
together.
Absolutely.
Oh, really good.
Yeah, it is really good.
This is
and
very good.
So legal holiday you can pick up here at Thistle.
Absolutely.
Do you have to buy a 1 can, 6-pack? Does it matter? Like how do you buy your beer here?
you
You
can-
buy by the can, you buy by the 6-pack, you buy by the dozen, you buy it
They'll
however
let you
however
walk
you-
out with it
okay.
in your hand if you want. So just
unopened.
Unopened.
Yeah, unopened.
Yes, yes. All right, TABC, they're following the rules
yes.
here.
So the
I love these tastings. I have learned so much from you in all of them. And thank you, Mary, for letting us come here and explore your menu, your food, and the beer. And Mufasa for teaching us so much. I've had a blast, like just learning about different beers.
Well,
I
I
was
hope-
not very adventurous before in the beer world, and now.
well, I sincerely hope the folks that are watching are also intrigued and entertained, as well as gaining knowledge about all the beers, the menu here, Thistle Draft Shop, and just enjoyment in particular.
And we've gone through so many beers. I mean, now when you think back, we got to go back through the library and do like a greatest hits because we've done several beers. We've done almost every month this year. Don't you guys hate it when you go somewhere, get French fries, and then they sit there and then they're not good because they're cold? Yeah. Well, at Thistle, I don't know how they do it. I really, really don't because these amazing dragon fries.
Red dragon
Fries are incredible, fresh on your table. But the crazy thing is, like, these have been, I'll tell you, they've been sitting here while we've been talking about all the other beers, and they're still amazing. I don't know how the fries can still be, like, crispy on the outside and, like, chewy. And,
Jalapenos.
And you jalapeno, I'm going to pork belly on it. I'm just have the essence of jalapeno next to it. Okay.
They're so good. As I promised, Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome. Now, this is actually a winter ale from the place that pretty much invented winter ales.
And where's that?
That's Tadcaster, England.
Oh, really? For sure. Okay.
All right, so
We're traveling again. Like, I love how you bookended these.
yes, so we're
gosh.
out of state, in state, and now we're across the pond.
In
Tadcaster, England.
Tadcaster, England.
Yes. So this is from some of the people that first brought you winter warmers. Now, notice
Okay.
it's a lighter amber.
It is. See, I have to put my glasses down so I can really
You got
see.
some decent orange tint in there.
Yep. So we've stepped away from
Oh.
the ruby. Okay, all right.
But that toffee
Oh, I can
is
smell
in your
it like
face.
crazy.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You know what? That's in bottles too, and it traveled perfectly. There's nothing wrong with that beer.
Really good.
Wow. I'm not getting any oxidation. I'm not getting any of that stuff. And
No,
that
this is quite perfect. Tadcaster, England. Samuel Smith.
So that's their original brewery.
Okay, I have to go back to the.
Oh, we got to,
dragon
yeah,
fries.
because you know what? It does go.
Okay, this combo makes me want to really like put my scarf on and some fuzzy socks. I mean, it's really sexy. And come here and sit at the bar and drink this beer and eat these French fries. And you guys should maybe put some Christmas movies on in here. I'm sure that would go over really well. Okay, or sports, whatever. I don't know.
thought about it, we would have done it.
Brewed at Yorkshire,
Yorkshire.
oldest brewery. And
Oh my gosh, it's really good.
William Shakespeare wrote this to Samuel Smith.
I guess so. Wow.
Blessing of your heart, you brew good ale.
Okay, so this is what I find this so interesting because this seems to be lighter than the others, yet still full flavored. Like there's
It's
so much
incredibly
flavor.
full of flavor. But like I said, there's always an American spin
Right?
on the originals.
Okay.
And the British winter warmers, all the British breweries of old
You just keep
did
talking.
those. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And this one is just a perfect example of balance and a perfect example of what all these other ones we tasted tonight followed.
Yeah.
They got the balance right. They got the hopping rate right. They got the toffee there. Legal Draft was great with the dry finish. This too has a dry finish. That's really quite good.
That is really good.
But definitely lighter than the other three.
Definitely, like I could see this is for someone who drinks a lighter beer and you want to introduce them something with a little more character, a little more depth without taking them too far out of their comfort zone.
Well, you know, the Brits they have a philosophy.
They have a lot of philosophies.
Right. This one's one of the stronger ones, though. This would be considered a fairly strong beer.
Oh, really?
In the British Isles, yes. Their philosophy is they want to drink beer all day and get home upright for dinner. Okay. Here in the United States,
call a taxi, but you know.
Here in the United States, the first thing that people ask for is like, "How strong is your beer?"
Right? Well, okay, that's a really good point. So, how strong is this beer?
This is 6%.
6%.
Yeah.
And most beers are.
Well, if you go to the pub, you're going to drink a mild or an ESP. You probably aren't going to get much above 5%, and
Okay.
some of them are going to be 3.5%.
Okay, right. So this is pretty hefty.
Yeah, this is
Beer-wise.
Beer-wise for Britain, yes.
Right, okay.
Beer-wise for Britain.
Good to know. Which is why they can hang out and drink beer all day and
Absolutely.
still, keep their wits about them.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
should we try this with the Brussels sprouts? Okay.
Oh,
I
and
think
this is a wonderful
basically
thing.
what we're probably going to learn is that these just go with everything.
Well, especially with the toffee flavors and the caramel malts.
Yeah, because it's like it. Okay, this is so bizarre because with the other beer you can taste the caramelizedness of it. This is like fresher. Like it makes the beer fresher. It makes the Brussels sprouts fresher. Like it definitely brings out different flavor profile in both the food and the drink. That is wild.
That is very
that's
good.
what I love about food and beverage. That is
Oh,
so
yeah.
wild to me. What a difference in all these things. This has been super fun.
Amazing.
We have really what I think what's interesting is there's definitely a thread that runs through all these beers, but yet they're unique from each other, and I'm so surprised that we ended on one that has it's a lighter. Not necessarily. I mean, it's full flavored, but it's lighter in body.
Lighter in body.
And yet it still holds up because typically whenever you're tasting a beverage and you want to start with your lighter and end on your heavier because your palate is wrecked. This holds its own at the end as well.
And that's the great thing about British style ales is that they are not so hoppy that they wreck your palate, right? And because these are winter warmers, there are no dark malts in these. There are no chocolate malts or roasted barley or anything like that in there to occlude the palate. These are designed to go with Yorkshire pudding and figgy pudding and all that other stuff.
Brussels sprouts at this.
And apparently Brussels sprouts and
the
red dragon fries. One of the things that turned me off to winter warmers was overuse of spice. Right?
None of these have a whole lot
None
of
of
spice.
them
Okay,
have
should we try
overused
these
spice.
with the wings? I think that. Would you like a wing?
Oh, you've twisted my arm.
I know. It's rough. I'm telling you.
So we're gonna try it with the wings now too.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well, close out with everything. Okay, I have a lot of plates, a collection of plates. Okay.
It works
This
very
one
well.
is really versatile.
Mary doesn't serve pub food here, but every bit of this food goes with beer. Every bit of it.
Yep.
That is really amazing. And once again, dry finish. I'm very happy about this. I'm very happy about all the selections. I'm very happy about the food. I'm very happy that we're here at Thistle Draft Shop. We didn't have a guest tonight, but you got a chance to see the chef. And he's been here 4 months, and he's been doing a great job. He's been carrying on the tradition that started the place, and he's added some of his own. So come on down and experience that.
Absolutely.
And maybe if you talk to him nicely, he might give you a few hints on how to make some of this stuff yourself.
We need to go talk to him right now.
Absolutely. And how they make the fries good even when they're not hot.
I don't understand that. That is a gift right there.
It really, truly is. So, once again, we have come to the end, and it's sad.
It's sad, but
It is.
now we have to go taste all the beers again just to make sure.
We do.
We'll do that for you because
We
wanna
will do
make
that for
absolutely
you.
sure.
Make sure that you have the complete profile of these beers when we're done
At your ready.
later tonight.
All right, so happy Thirsty Thursday.
Happy Thirsty Thursday.
Here from Thistle Draft Shop. Thanks for joining us.
We got something in store for them.
What do we have in store?
On the 16th of December, we're going to go deep into winter stylings of beer. And
You
bring
thought winter warmers were the deep stylings, but we got more.
We got more because you know what people really love to drink when the snow starts to fall and the temperatures start to fall? Stouts.
Stouts. Wait,
Big,
is
dark,
it gonna snow on
ugly.
the 16th?
We could hope.
I don't know. Let's think about
We
that.
could hope.
I know. Maybe we'll make it snow.
So these big, dark, beautiful beers are going to be imperialistic. And what do I mean by that? Well, back in the day, the Russian Imperium asked Britain to brew some stouts that were, well, strong enough for them.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
So Russian Imperial stouts were made for the Russian Imperium, right? And basically, when people tasted them, it's like, well, why don't we have that here? And then when the Americans got hold of it, of course, they just took it a step further and made them 15% and all kind of other things like that. Contrary to popular belief, high alcohol does not actually keep you warm in the cold. It just makes you feel like you're warm in the cold.
All right. So on the 16th, we'll be back from Thistle
From Thistle,
talking about some delicious stouts to
some
help you.
big, beautiful stouts.
Big, bold, beautiful stouts to help you enjoy the winter weather. Even
Yes,
more
and
so.
we will have a guest.
And we'll have a guest.
Yes, you might have seen him early on. His name is Jacob Childers. He is the brewer over at Spindle Tap. Some food. We will wish you a very Merry Christmas. And if you could remind me, I will wear my hat.
Woohoo! All right, we'll do it. We'll have more than just the scarf going on.
Yes, absolutely. So, everybody, thank you so much for joining us this time in our couch edition.
Yeah, I kind of like the couch edition.
The couch is really cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
like it.
All right, maybe we'll get to share some more news about Thistle at some point in the near future, but
Yes.
we're not going to tell you what that is yet. By the 16th,
By
we'll
the
let you
16th,
know.
We'll have something going on. Thank you so very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed some of the beers. I hope you had a chance to drink a couple of these beers. And, just stay tuned. Come back on the 16th, and we'll experience some local stouts like we've never experienced them before. All right?
Sounds good. Cheers. Thanks for joining
Cheers.
us.
Oh, wait a minute. I need beer.
I know. All right, cheers, y'all.
Hot shot, cha cha cha.